yet another new video here for you. This is Tuned In Sports, back with some more action. My name is Bryson.
I'm Bennett.
Steve.
I'm Don.
And today we've got the Thanksgiving special. Once again, year 2 of the Thanksgiving special for you guys. For you 22 people that have been holding it down for about a year now. Thanks to you guys. Let's just start by saying thank you to all you guys that have been watching. You 2 people that watch our videos over and over again, that get our views up. Thank you very much. Since the beginning of our channel, we've been having a lot of fun times, a lot of pissed off moments and things like that. But hey,
I'm thankful for those.
Yeah, exactly. We're thankful for having the opportunity to vent and get it out and not have to go to bed with it on our minds. So, we've always said on this channel that we just sit here and get pissed off anyways and, talk amongst ourselves. So we might as well talk it out with you folks for some therapy. So with that being said, like I said, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Hopefully you have a awesome day with your families and everything like that. Stay safe. But we got some exciting football action to talk about as well. 3 games on Thanksgiving as always. We'll go ahead and kick it off with the main game that everybody really is probably saving their turkey for the afternoon so that they can just sit down and really thoroughly enjoy this game, which is the Lions and the Bears coming up tomorrow. If you're any kind of a football fan, and I'm sure you'll be tuning in for that one, it's just a bang up of a matchup. Seasons are on the line here. A first win on the line. And report is that Nagy's going to be getting fired after the game. I mean, we'll see if that ends up happening. But if it is going to, then the Bears probably got a lot to play for here today. They must be really inspired knowing that their coach will be gone after the game. So that just...
Or motivation to get him fired.
Yeah, exactly. And on top of that, you got 2 backup quarterbacks, 2 teams that are kind of in turmoil right now. So, like I said, if you're any form of a football game, this is on your DVR. With that being said, it's the game that's going to kick off the day, and I think it's the Lions' best chance probably at a win left on their schedule. I know we've talked about, they still have a game against Denver and maybe a couple others that are a possibility, but, I mean, especially given the time that they're playing the Bears, they're playing against Dalton and all these other things. I mean, I think this is their best opportunity to do that. With that being said, I said the same thing as when they played the Eagles, and look how that turned out. So I'm not guaranteeing anything, but, for 1 year, it would be nice if the Lions could show up on Thanksgiving and give the people something to look forward to outside of 10 more pounds on the scale. So I'm going to say the Lions are going to pull it off at home just because, like Don alluded to, I'm not sure how excited the Bears are going to be to, get up and play for this game, knowing that there's probably going to be changes made at the head coach position shortly after. And if it's just rumors, like he said, he's pretty much lost the locker room, so maybe the motivation is to make sure it does happen at this point. So I'm going to go with the Lions just simply on the fact that I think that they'll be wanting this win more than the Bears will care if they get it or not. So if that could happen for them, that would be really awesome if they could get their win here. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely an interesting game. The first performance, I mean, it wasn't necessarily a great performance for the Lions the first time these 2 teams played. But new week and the current situation with the Bears isn't looking good, just like Bryson said. And, the Lions are pretty hungry for a win because, I mean, they haven't gotten one yet. Tying with the Steelers was pretty unfortunate, but, I mean, the Bears are just, they're a wreck, just waiting to happen. So, I mean, I'm going to go with the Lions this week, too. I think, the Lions again, they're playing for their first win, and the Bears are, I think, just tanking. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, this is, again, another coin toss game. I mean, it's going to be very similar to Jerome Bettis' coin toss call during that Thanksgiving, game with Phil Luckett, I think it was. Right?
Yeah.
Heads, tails. Oh, I don't know what it called. Just give it to Pittsburgh. So, I mean, what a mess this is going to be because, we got, is it going to be Boyle? It sounds like it's going to be Goff, but, how much is he going to be playing? Thankfully for the Bears, they got rid of my favorite guy, number one. He had done squat. He misses everything on side, so they actually got a quarterback back, under center with Dalton. So that's going to help them a lot, but I don't think the motivation is going to be there for the Bears. Like I said before, I think their motivation might be just to get Nagy the hell out of there and see what they need to do to play out the string with it. So it's going to be an interesting game, so I'm not sure, which way to go, but I think...
Fuck all you hoes! Detroit till I die, motherfucker!
Yeah!
So I'm going with the Lions, baby!
All right, get some Kid Rock in here. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And there's a guy that knows what's up.
Detroit versus everybody, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a guy that knows what's up. Oh, man. It's a hell of a theme song to be playing before the game, fools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be the theme song coming out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Right. A little pregame action.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think it's going to be an interesting game in the morning. I still don't see the Lions pulling this one out. I just don't. I find some way they're going to find a way to lose. Won't be able to stop a last minute drive, or something's going to happen where they don't come through. And I mean, I heard Goff might be playing, so him and all of his 77 yards, of his last game, that's beautiful. This is the NFL, guys. 77 yards passing is a total game. That's just fucking ridiculous. Hopefully Swift will get some good carries, though. Khalil Mack's out, so I don't have to worry about his ass for this game. So that's good. So I'm hopeful. I mean, I want to root for him. I'm still hesitant. It's hard to get up for,
It's hard to get up for some Lions football.
Yeah, it's hard to get behind it and be confident in a win because they keep finding ways to lose them. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that they win tomorrow, but I still don't see it happening. I feel like they're going to find a way to lose it. Mm-hmm. Even though it's at home, it's still going to be the same scenario. Because whether they've been on the road or at home, they still haven't won. So it doesn't matter where they play at this point. So, but we'll see what happens. It sure would be nice, though, if they could do something to at least give the fans something other than disappointment to look at for a game.
Yeah, well, remember that legendary post from a handful of years ago with the Lions, that guy that said, "Congrats to the Lions fans who have something different to look forward to than watching the Pistons suck and shoveling snow." Well, let's hope we get that started here on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Stuffing their faces and filling the bowl. So we'll see what can happen. But, like you said, we're talking about the Lions here. So anything that can go wrong probably will.
Yep.
So, but hopefully more goes wrong with the Bears. That's kind of my prediction. More things are going to go wrong with the Bears. Not that the Lions are going to, play to perfection. But I do think having Goff back will help a little bit. I mean, I said in the preview or whatever a few weeks ago that I thought that, with him being out, you might see just how much he was even doing, which I'm not saying he's doing a ton, but just, how much of an upgrade he was from what else you had to offer. And, I think for the most part that, Boyle didn't have that great of a performance. And the fact that he played and not Blau, who's actually got some experience in game time, kind of tells you what they think of him. So, although, you read on the social media and stuff, and boy, you would think that Blau is the next Tom Brady or something. The number of people that are, wanting to see him in the game. I feel like I'm getting flashbacks from frickin' Sudfeld, Sudfeld and the Eagles. It's like, good Lord, you'd think this guy was the next coming or something, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Good luck to the Lions tomorrow, and hopefully they can pull out a win. But with that being said, let's move on to the next game. We got the Cowboys, of course, at the 1 o'clock slot, one of my favorite teams. And they're going to be taking on the Raiders at home. Myself personally, I think that this is going to be a Cowboys win. They had a very disappointing performance last week against the Chiefs. Didn't look good at all. And I think that there's a good chance they'll bounce back this week. Although, it's coming off a very short week for them. So we'll see. But at the end of the day, I think the Cowboys are the better team. And I think the better team will prevail here on Thanksgiving. I see them beating the Raiders, unfortunately, and getting back to winning games. Because, I think that they've got the roster and the talent to actually be very competitive. And I don't think last week's performance was a good example of what their potential is. Because overall, I think they're a better team than the Chiefs. So, the fact that they lost to them, I think that's more on coaching than anything. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But with that being said, like I said, I think they'll win this game, get back to winning again. If not, though, the Eagles are on their way, baby! No, I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, though, I thought we were a ways back, but we're only like 2 games outside of first place in the division. The Cowboys lose this week and we play the Giants. That'll be 1 game, and we still got a game against them left. So that could be for the division. Who knows? But the Cowboys' remaining schedule is tougher than ours. So if they drop a few games here and there, we could be, playing them for the division week 17. We'll see. But, that's assuming we do what we need to do, which, I guess I'll just keep passing the weed around if I think that's going to happen. So, whatever. But I'm just saying,
Puff, pass.
Hey, all I'm saying, though, is I thought we were much farther back than we actually are for the division. So, if the Raiders can't get a win here, that could be big for us. And hopefully we can, take care of business on Sunday. But anyway, Cowboys, I think, will win as much as I'd love to see the Raiders win.
Yeah, first off, I want to start by thanking the Raiders again for giving us a nice win to come off of our bye week. The Raiders right now look like the typical Raiders from the past couple seasons. Start off strong and then finish shitty. It's...
Finish shitty.
It's the truth. They crumble mid-season every year, seems like. So...
Luckily for them, they have an excuse to fall back on this year.
Anyways, to get on with it, Cowboys had a pretty disappointing performance last week, but, throughout the season, they looked pretty impressive, so I'm going to go with the more consistent team, and I feel that's the Cowboys right now. I think the Cowboys are a much better team, and I think, just the Raiders are, I don't know. They're kind of a hard team to read. So, I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
Yeah, I see this one probably Cowboys' favor. Vegas is just a mess. This is the stuff that should have been happening when they first got the new coach, but of course not. Now, they're showing their flaws and issues and what coaching, how important that is, especially with this team. I think they're falling back on their old ways of inconsistent play, turnovers, and getting penalties.
Yep.
Especially in opportunity times for them. So I see them going on the road. I know they'll be, hyped up for it because I'm sure there'll be a lot of Raider fans there too because it's Texas. They always seem to show up there. It's going to have the Raiders and Cowboys. I would expect at least 2 or 3 fights falling on the Dallas police report sometime during the game or after. which will happen between these two. Might even need to call in the Federales from Mexico, on this as well, just to back them up. But I just totally just see this as a Cowboys win.
Yeah.
Well, the best thing I can say about this game is the halftime show has got my boy Luke Combs singing. I'm excited as hell to watch that piece. As far as the game goes, I could care less about turning it on. But love to watch Luke perform. I'm in agreement with these guys. I think the Cowboys are going to get the win here. Raiders are just they got a lot of pieces of the puzzle missing right now. And I mean, just the leadership in general of the team, I don't think is in really good hands. So I don't expect a whole lot of game from the Raiders. Cowboys definitely the better team here. I look for Dak to have a big game. I'll say the Cowboys win like 34-10, something like that.
Wow. Yeah. Like I said, I think the Cowboys should win this one. But one thing I will say is that if they don't win this one, then that's a big missed opportunity because, for each of our teams, I mean, we played them in the opportune spots and couldn't get it done. So, I mean, they're kind of, like Don said, they're kind of on the downward spiral right now, and this is a game the Cowboys really need to win. And if they lose this one, then, you got to wonder what the Cowboys are looking like moving forward because, they haven't shown up in a handful of weeks now. They've had very disappointing performances, and this is coming off the bye week. I mean, I'm feeling like this is our teams here that we're talking about with the Cowboys.
Speaking of guys on the hot seat, he could very well be if he loses this game.
Yeah. I don't know. They'll probably fall on the DC.
Oh yeah.
On the defensive coordinator. We'll see what happens, but
yeah, it's probably
but yeah, I mean they're definitely right now they're in a bipolar mode of looking really bad and then looking really good and then now looking really bad again.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting now they'll be looking pretty good. You know what I mean? It seems like there's like an on and off switch with this team right now.
Yeah, it's like every other week. Holy crap! What was that? Oh yeah, this is what we're used to. Holy crap! What was that?
Yeah, and the only thing that could hurt them because it seems like the teams that can run it a little bit and take a little time for possession really hurts them. So
yeah. Well, hey, their main cheerleader is back on the free agency market, so maybe they can pick him up and throw him on the sidelines for the game.
Exactly.
But anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and transfer out of that trash because I don't think my stomach can take much more of the Cowboys. Let's move on to Buffalo and New Orleans. Kind of in the same boat as literally what we just talked about with the Cowboys is exactly my thoughts with the Bills. They've had a couple of disappointing weeks as well, but they're going up against a Saints team that's just got injuries all over the place. And I look for the Bills to bounce back in a pretty major way this week, as well as the fact that they're playing them, I guess it's not in New Orleans because I think they're still playing in, Texas or whatever?
No,
their home games?
No, they're in
they're in New Orleans again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, I see this one potentially getting ugly. I know that, like I said, the Bills have struggled some, but I think that they're an overall better team than they've been playing as of late, and I think they'll get back on track because, that's what good teams do, which, generally, we can't generally talk about that on this channel, so you don't hear us say it very much, but, with that being said, I think the Bills are genuinely a good team, and so I think they'll bounce back here and take advantage of a Saints team that just, they just got too much going wrong for them right now, and honestly, they don't have that much talent on the team in terms of offensively, I feel, and the talent that they do have, a lot of it's going out with injuries, and especially the offensive line as well has been getting hammered with injuries as well, so that doesn't help, especially when you got an ex-Broncos quarterback back there, and unfortunately, I think this one could get ugly. The score that you were talking about for the Cowboys game, 34-10, I see that in the realm of this game here. But I'm going to go 45-7 actually, and I'm going to say Bills win huge on the road, and I don't think this will be a game at any point. I think it'll be out of hand before the Saints even score.
Yeah, I don't know about this game with Buffalo and the Saints because Buffalo, their play calling has been really bad on offense. They're relying too heavy on Allen, I think, and his legs. Again, like I've always said, that now it's really becoming evident that it really looks like Elway out there. He's carrying the whole damn team by himself. So they need help from some type of running game or screen game at least. And then, the receivers to help out because that way at least the defense doesn't spend a lot of time out on the field that they've been doing lately. And so that way they can get some rest and play good. But I really don't see that deficiency hurting them this week. 2 letters, Trevor Siemian will be the key to the Bills' victory because it's just the same old crap that we saw. The Saints are decimated and they're looking like crap. But I'm sure the book will probably keep it close, so I'll probably say 23-17 Buffalo.
Yeah, plus 7.5, so that'll screw plenty of people right
Perfect.
there. Yeah, just the way they like it.
Yeah. For me, in terms of this game, it's a tough one. I mean, I think this is a must-win for the Bills, especially with considering, if they want a chance to win their division still, they're going to need to get back on track because the Patriots, they aren't slowing down any. So, to me, Bills don't win this game, that's a major letdown. Saints, like you guys said, injuries all over the place. It's just, it's not necessarily their fault because, in my opinion, if the Saints are healthy, I think they're a pretty good team still. But, unfortunately, that's not how it is. And, Bills gotta take care of business here. So I'm gonna go with Bills to win it. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be a close game. 27-20. So that's what I'll go with.
Okay.
Yeah. This one is a must-win for the Bills. I would agree with you. This isn't really how they saw the season going. I don't think. Everybody kind of had plugged Buffalo in as maybe one of the top 2 seeds or something like that. And not to say they still couldn't somehow get there, but the way they're playing here currently, they look less and less like a playoff team. So they got to right the ship. Fortunately for them, I think the Saints is probably the right team to do that against. The way that, they're with how many injuries and stuff that they have, all their playmakers are out. Backup quarterback, you name it, they're dealing with it. However, the coach of the Saints has done a pretty good job of, keeping them in games and scheming, offensively good enough to, to score points and stuff like that. So I don't think it's going to be a blowout necessarily, but I do look for the Bills to bounce back on this game. And the defense for the Bills has to get a little bit better as well. But again, like Don said, they're on the field a lot. So when you're on the field all day long, it's kind of tough to hold teams back. So anyways, but yeah, I think the Bills will bounce back this week. And I look for a win.
We know something about that here at Tuned In Sports. That's one of the common trends you'll hear about on when the defense is out there all day. Well, what do you expect?
Exactly.
We hear it just about every week on this channel.
And the Saints feel it too.
Yeah,
because they're on the field all day now.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. Yeah, they're the poster child for it at the moment.
Yep.
But anyway, so yeah, that's what we got going on Thanksgiving. One way or another, we'll be getting stuffed. But hopefully it's off the field and not so much on.
No matter how you look at it, we're having a turkey roll right here.
yeah. Just like we said, hopefully at the very least, hopefully the Lions can get a victory tomorrow, and give the fans something to be at least happy about for once. And if it doesn't happen, then I don't know. I know Dad said it before, but I don't know about them winning a game this season if it doesn't happen against the Bears, unless their Week 17 opponent is actually aren't they playing the Broncos last? I don't know. But if their Week 17 opponent is locked into the playoffs with nothing to play for, maybe they can get it done then. But otherwise, I think it's going to mark the end for them, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's a good day. And like I said before, make sure you guys, have a safe time with your families and you guys that are traveling and all that stuff. Spend the day and have a good time watching some football or whatever traditions that you guys have. So, thanks for all the support and everything like that. And we'll go ahead and wrap it up there. So, with that being said, guys, my name's Bryson.
I'm Bennett.
I'm Steve.
And I'm done.
See you guys in the next video.